What did you expect? Welcome, Sonny. Make yourself at home. Marry my daughter. You've got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. The common clay of the New West. You know. Morons.
Oh, yeah. This is Morons Make Sense, and I'm back, baby. Mr. Coked Out 70s guy is here for you one more time.
That was a terrible intro.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
I don't like it.
Well, I'm doing my best right here.
You started the normal way.
Can you
And welcome.
No, I ain't doing.
And welcome.
You're
to
talking about.
Morons Make Sense.
You're talking about someone else here, man. I'm cool as a cucumber, man.
So bad.
So,
We just started. I'm yelling because I'm wearing a mask.
so.
Hold on. Workshop malfunction.
What you did? What you want me to do it again? Then all right, let's do it one more time.
So.
Fine,
He keeps
fine.
the voice. Just
And he
like
keeps the
half
voice, I love
intro.
it.
Let's do it one more time.
right,
Here we go. Here we
yeah.
go. Ready? Oh, welcome to Morons.
Makes sense.
Makes sense, man. Yeah, I am your host, Moron, Mr. Coked Out 70s guy, and I'm here with Obi-Wan Kenobi and the
Hola.
Ghostface. And we are talking about Halloween, baby. Halloween, yeah. I'm having such a great time already. You know, I'm so glad that I'm back because last time I felt a little disrespected by you motherfuckers. And I just want to say, you know, this time around, I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna go all the way.
Go all out,
I'm
man.
gonna go all out.
The whole episode is
Is-
going to be like this?
I don't know why you keep screaming, man.
The mic.
Yeah, I think
Anyway.
you're gonna have to
I'm
undo,
good. I'm good.
become regular face Arturo and not ghost face Arturo.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's do a little thing here because my friend here, Mr. Ghostface Arturo, has brought some beer.
Yes.
That he wants to tell everybody that he's drinking. Take it away, man.
Let me
Take
put
it
on my
away.
appropriate Halloween hat.
Yeah.
Welcome to Haddonfield.
And your headphones.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I'll put them on in a second.
I think
So-
I'm gonna be coked out Jedi.
I-
I think I'm liking that. I'm liking what you're doing, Sam.
Yeah,
I just want to say.
is everyone just gonna be coked out? I got here this right here. This All Hallows treat.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an imperial chocolate peanut butter stout that I got from Trader Joe's, and I've been waiting for an opportune moment to have this beer.
You just
And I just haven't.
you went from coked out Arturo to Southern plantation owner.
I I'm pretty sure I just heard my Baptist preacher right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Look at Billy Bob over here.
My Baptist
Bob.
preacher just turned out
Goddamn.
and started preaching here, man.
Okay, but what are you drinking though?
That's what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a imperial chocolate peanut butter
Regular
stout.
ghost face.
Regular ghost face?
Regular ghost face.
Regular
voice.
ghost face. Do you like
Yeah.
scary movies?
Well, that-
How
How is that, man? Is it good, man?
I haven't tasted it yet. I'm watching right
Oh
now.
shit!
all
You're
right.
gonna-
Ooh. Oh,
Well, goddamn, that flavor goes straight into your loins.
Shit. What is happening, man? Now you're a Southern lawyer. I do declare.
No, this is a fantastic
my cousin
beer,
Vinny,
and
man.
I'm really glad that I was able to share this with you guys right here, right now.
I
does it
swear to
taste
God.
Like peanut butter.
Like
And
peanut
beer.
butter.
Peanut butter and banana sandwich, man. All right. I'm drinking some of my bullet whiskey here because I couldn't bring the Coke today, so I brought some whiskey.
I have a very strict no coke rule.
This
in my
motherfucker
garage.
right here told me, just fucking, you know, I love you Mexicans. You know, back in my time, you know, the Mexicans, they know how to dance. You know,
Yeah.
so all these white girls I date, they're just fucking bad at fucking dancing.
What
They
is
don't move their
happening?
goddamn asses.
Oh man!
And I
this
love
is
that
gonna be a
Mexican woman
very
that just
interesting episode.
loving that ass, man.
Since you
I'm
asked,
loving that ass.
Yoda has a very strict alcohol rule in the Jedi Temple, so I'm sticking to
It's only
seltzers
seltzers?
today, man. Yeah, I'm sticking to seltzers. I don't want to end up like coked out 70s guy over here
Yeah.
just talking gibberish. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it cool today.
Coked out Sam, are you really gonna keep this voice going the whole time?
This is my voice, man.
Yeah, there's your answer.
This is the last time you guys kept saying the same thing, man. And I was a little pissed off, man, because it was like you were saying that I wasn't me. And it was me. You know, and I just, this is who I'm gonna be. Hey, get off my fucking hair, man.
Hey,
What?
Coked Out Sam
Come
from the
on, man.
'70s. How much blow do you do a day?
Well, it just depends on the season, you know.
Yeah.
It's right now we're in the fall season, so
Yes, the fall
cocaine.
season,
A little
as,
extra.
as we can see
Well,
here.
it's the spooky season. Let's get into the topic, man, because
There you go.
I don't
Yes.
want this episode to go for like an hour and 40 minutes, which was the kind of like the last one I saw.
Yeah, it
I saw from
That was
you
a great
motherfuckers.
one, by the way.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
still has not been published as of this tab, but
No,
it's,
it would have been published by
Oh,
now.
now,
all right,
yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
all right. Never mind.
By the
never
time of
mind.
this
You gotta
recording.
put that blow down, man. I want Sam back.
Fuck yeah. all right. Let's get started because we're gonna be talking about Halloween traditions, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I want Arturo here to start us off because I know this date, this holiday is very special to you, man. So
The guy has
go-
a hat commemorating the holiday. I think it's safe to say he's the most.
yeah.
Halloween.
Get on with it, man. Say what you need to say.
Thank
man.
you. Well, I mean, as you guys know, Halloween is my favorite season.
Yeah.
Because it is a season. It starts on January. Sorry.
Whoa! I'm not even surprised at that. Yeah, for you,
it's
it
so-
probably
Fuck,
does
man.
start in January. There's a very small 2-week window between Thanksgiving and Christmas when it's not Halloween. The rest of the year, Halloween.
It's Halloween.
It's
No, I
Halloween.
meant to say July 5th. I mean, it's unofficial, but I mean, really.
July 5th,
July
for
5th,
me.
man.
For me
the
personally.
day after Independence Day.
Exactly. For me personally.
Wow.
I'm
But-
still getting over my coked out high from the night before and all the
Yeah.
fireworks and going on, man. It's fucking great, dude.
But
It's Halloween.
It is. I mean, because there's so much to do for Halloween. Like to me, it's become like a season because like it is one of the few holidays where there's so much like leading up to it because you have such a big time frame, and like as we've all seen, things are brought into stores ahead of time, and
Yeah.
like we're
It's the first one
yeah.
of all the holidays.
Because it's literally exactly like this holiday season, from Halloween, Thanksgiving, December, it starts off with Halloween, and we're getting so much and a lot of people are doing stuff throughout September, and it's been kind of like
Yeah.
moving back into August, July in my household. So it's this, but I think we can all agree it is this wonderful time during the fall season where it really makes us feel like it's something bigger. We're celebrating something bigger than ourselves, and it leads into all the holiday season, and it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's that first sign of what the holidays are, which is colder weather, sweater weather, as they call it. Not so much this year, but in previous years, it was the sign of like, okay,
it used to be, yeah, it always was.
I have
my
very, very
chest
vivid
hair
memories.
keeps me warm, man. So I don't really care what
Yeah.
season it is. In fact, during the summertime is when
Yeah.
I start to shave a little bit because
It
I
gets
get
too
so
hot in
hot
there. Yeah.
in my
Yeah,
in my
no,
hair.
I'm absolutely
man.
sure that the chest hair, which I want to say, does that encompass the entire lower body, or is it
It
just
goes
like
all the way
yes.
down to my
Jesus.
balls, man.
Because that's
Why?
good. Because you know what? No, I'm glad because it's a nice change
and
of
actually
pace.
further down and kind of goes around.
It's a nice change of pace from Sam. You might know him.
It's more
Sam,
like a suit, man.
Sam is the guy who usually sits in your seat when
God,
you're not
why?
here, coked out 70s guy. And Sam's body is as smooth as a baby's bottom. You would think the guy never hit puberty because not a single hair on that man's chest. He needs to rely on fake chest hair in order to actually look like he has chest hair. But I'm glad you, coked out 70s guy, don't have that problem.
No,
Fuck
man.
Sam. You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, fuck
I'm
that
glad
guy,
he's not
man.
here right now.
Yeah, fuck that
You can
guy.
finally say, fuck Sam. I'm glad
yeah,
you're here.
fuck
coked
Sam,
out
man.
70s guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy, man. Yeah. So what the fuck are we talking about, man? Because I'm lost.
So, okay, I'm sorry. I threw
I
you guys
just-
off on a tangent.
Are we talking about
Arturo
Halloween?
talked about- yeah, we're talking
winter
about-
time.
We're talking about Halloween and what it means to each one of us. And I don't know if you wanted
Well,
to
yeah.
add more.
I mean, sure. I mean, why not? I mean, I just kind of got the ball rolling in terms of like, I think we can
Yeah.
all agree that it does kick off the holiday season.
Yeah, it does.
But again, it's the first time where we feel like we're a thing bigger part. There's a change in the air. Yes, it's not as cold as it used to be anymore. You can thank us killing our planet for that.
Yeah. yeah. Climate change.
Yeah, but
What is this climate change?
God
thing,
damn it,
man?
Sam! I mean, coked out '70s guy.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
No, I think I
Climate
can do
change.
this. I think I can do this.
Okay.
Arturo, I agree with you in the sense that what I think the reason why Halloween means so much to me now as an adult is because of the memories I have with Halloween as a child, which is it was right after school had started and the weather had changed. I mean, not so much now, but I remember, and anyone fucking older than 20 years old remembers a time when late September, it was already starting to cool down significantly. October would start. And then the foliage would happen. You would see the
Yes, the
changing
changing
of
of
the
leaves.
foliage, man.
And you would feel the cool breeze. And you would start seeing slowly the Halloween decorations popping up. And the pumpkin spice, which I'm sure is something that we're going to fucking get to later.
Oh,
Because
fuck
you can't have a Halloween episode without talking about that horrible, horrible flavor that exists.
Maybe the best flavor ever.
Pumpkin
Horrible,
spice.
horrible fucking flavor that exists. that is pumpkin
Coming from the
spice.
guy who doesn't like cilantro,
Yeah.
he doesn't like yogurt.
I don't know why don't
Yep.
you like coriander,
Jell-O.
man? You know, back in
Fucking-
my day, we didn't know about cilantro.
Yeah.
You know, this is something that
You
the
guys
Mexicans
were down for a
brought
different
over,
kind of grass.
You know, back in
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys were down for a different kind of grass. I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
man.
But
yeah.
again, we were getting off topic. I remember Halloween as like finally this fucking horrible heat is dying down. It's been a while since the last like celebrated big holiday, which is I know that you still have what is it, Labor Day and Veterans Day.
Yeah.
No, not Veterans Day because that's after Halloween. Veterans is November 11th.
Oh, yeah, it is. You're
So
right.
you have Labor Day in between 4th of July and Halloween, but I mean Labor Day is like a barbecue, and for us Mexicans on the Jedi planet Mexico, carne asadas and getting together with your friends is really something that you do a lot. So it didn't feel like a holiday. So you go through this huge dry spell after 4th of July.
Yeah.
And then you start hearing about Halloween coming up, and you're like,
This is
fucking
Halloween.
finally,
This
man.
is Halloween.
Yeah. Were you guys okay?
Nah.
Coked out 70s guy. I want to
Yeah,
hear what
man.
you have to think about all the wild
Your real
coke
youth,
parties.
though.
So-
not your 70s youth.
No,
Let him do however he
Okay,
wants.
yeah, I
Let me
guess.
tell you,
Ghost
man.
face.
I don't know
You
what's happening.
I had some conversations with another guy that I know, and he was telling me about your guys' time because I don't really know this time you guys are talking about. Back
right.
in my day, my favorite costume was putting this white sheet over my head and getting on a horse.
Whoa.
I was a ghost, man. What the fuck you guys talking about? What?
A scary
You guys-
ghost.
I was
Scary
a ghost,
ghost.
man.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking
Nah, yeah,
crazy,
this is-
man.
this is
I don't
good.
know what these guys are talking about. So anyway, I was talking to this guy, and he was telling me that when he was a child,
Not affiliated with this man.
when he was a child, that it felt a little bit more like there was a lot more people out in the streets, you know, man. Like
Ghetto.
huh?
I don't know.
No, like you know, like we would all just go and we would walk, and nobody kind of would feel. There was no cars, you know. They
I mean,
wouldn't.
It was a different time.
They wouldn't take you because
Yeah,
nowadays, man, I don't know about this, but my friend was telling me about this. He was saying that nowadays you just get in the car and you go to the rich neighborhood over there, and you go for a couple blocks, get all the big candy, and then you come back home and it's all done.
Yeah.
But when he was a kid, he would just walk in his own neighborhood, and almost every house gave out candy.
Yeah.
And it was sometimes, you get the shitty candy, and sometimes you get the
But you
good
still got
candy.
something.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
got some good fucking candy, and it was just all
Man,
these kids.
I really
It
wish
was
that
yeah.
that guy was here to actually tell us about these stories.
I
instead
know.
of
I
you
kind of
hearing
miss
it from
Sam at this
secondhand.
point.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, drink some more, and hopefully
Sam will show up.
No, hopefully the
But,
Coke will balance out.
You know what I love about nowadays though is the way that it has become more of just the one night event. You know, man.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, fuck that. Fuck a one night event. Halloween is.
I'm saying that's what I like about it. Is
Oh,
that
I see.
it's
Okay,
become
yeah.
more of just this one night
Yeah.
event. You know,
It's
Now,
more than a one night. Is what you're saying.
It's a whole month really
Yes.
of celebration. It
Several,
starts
depending
in
on who you talk to.
October, and you go in through the 31st, and you can go into your amusement park, and you go watch some
Oh my
movies.
god! Yeah, dude. I mean, that's a
and-
whole fucking thing right there.
You're
Yeah.
covering a lot of ground
Yeah,
right now, Coke.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
These
I,
guys-
Okay, so-
I want to open up
so
some more
we were talking
topics
about
here because I want you
so
guys to
we'll get there.
educate me.
Let's get there.
on
Yeah,
how
yeah, yeah.
these things are today.
Let's go
because
from the
again, it was more about like ghosts and goblins.
Yeah, no, you were talking about the youth and the neighborhoods and all that. I like that.
Now
Let's-
you're jumping, you're
let-
jumping around
yeah,
too
you're
much,
jumping
man.
around.
Put
No,
the
no.
blow down.
Okay, let's get
Hey,
there.
man,
Let's get there.
let's go in order.
Let's
Let's
go
go in
back
order.
to childhood
Talk about
things.
the childhood.
Like, do you guys
Yeah.
remember your child, like your first Halloweens or anything like that? Trick-or-treating as
You know
a
what?
kid?
I remember-
because that's the thing too. We were also Hispanic.
Yeah.
Coming from Latino backgrounds, there's
Yeah.
also the mixture of like, oh my god, Halloween is evil. So like
I
to an
never-
extent, depending
I never
on
had
where you
that.
are,
Yeah,
I had
I can
that.
see that.
And I'll get into that.
I
But
had an aunt, man.
You jumped up.
Getting on that topic, man, because I had an aunt, man, and she was like super Christian, man. And you know, I like God. You know, every once in a while when I'm not too coked out, I talk to God and I say, Lord, please give me some of that white ass over there, because I really want the white woman's ass. And then God doesn't usually want to answer these things, but anyways, what the fuck was I talking about?
Not real. I don't know, man.
yeah.
But I'm sure our listeners are
So
loving
I had
this
an
shit.
aunt, man. I had an aunt, man, and she was like really into the Lord thing, everything. And she told me that I should not be celebrating Halloween because it was the devil's holiday, and you know we're just celebrating the witches and the goblins and the hey.
Dude,
and whatnot.
I was told that Halloween was the devil's birthday.
It was the
once
devil's
told that.
holiday,
Yeah,
man.
Satan's birthday.
I guess my mom
yeah.
was pretty liberal because
No, it was just
My
my
mom's
aunt,
house-
man.
I
Our
remember
house-
being pulled from school on Halloween.
no shit.
When I was super, super young. This was like first grade.
Yeah.
And I remember like going back to school and somebody, I'm like, oh, where were you? You were absent. And I'm
Yeah.
like, because my mom says it's the devil's birthday.
Oh,
And I'm just like-
man.
Even then, I mean, okay, I love my mom and, and everything, but it was...
You can say she was wrong. I love my mom, but god damn, she was
yeah,
wrong in
no,
so
that,
many
that
ways growing
my
up.
God. It was like... Because I get, the superstitious fear and this and that, and coming from a Hispanic household, background, and, that ties into certain shit. But I'm like, that's so extreme.
Yeah, that's
like,
a bit much.
No one is celebrating, like, the
Yeah.
arrival of Satan.
I haven't seen any
Like-
birthday cakes being sold at the stores that say Satan, happy birthday.
It's so, I mean, and she has loosened up over the years and, like, gotten really, really like okay, especially now that I have a son.
Yeah.
And, like we're like
She has
Halloween
to.
is all
Yeah.
over the house. Like she's been very lenient with things. But in my extreme childhood, I remember that, and then loosening up, and I do remember trick or treating at some point.
So let me ask you this, Arturo.
Yeah.
Do you think that has any? I mean, I think I already know the answer, but do you think that has anything to do with why you consider it so highly now? Because as a child, it was like a forbidden thing, and you looked at other kids enjoying this holiday, and you were like, man, one day I will be
I
the
will
one.
celebrate.
One day I will go to trick or treating.
Un día yo trick or treat.
Yeah, yo trick or treat un día. Un día yo trick or treat. That's what the kids sound like in my planet.
There might be.
Planet Mexico. Oh, by Juan Kenobi. Oh man, we're breaking so many barriers today.
Like,
But that-
we're
I
all
mean,
over the place.
would you-
But yes, no, you're probably right. To be perfectly honest,
I mean, it's like,
I mean, there's always that aspect of us
Yeah.
all where there's something that we was forbidden as a childhood, and now that we
and
get
now
to
it's
express
like,
ourselves,
you're able to.
yeah, to like there is that intertwined with it. But I think there even with my childhood, there was still a lot of nostalgia of like the trick or treating aspect and finally being allowed to. And
What
there
age
a
was
feeling-
that when you were able to trick or
I
treat?
think it was. I want to say
17?
like
17,
I was
16?
like 22.
Yeah, man, because
What year was
it
this?
said it was
um,
Devil's Holiday, man.
It was
so you
Devil's
couldn't
Holiday.
go
No,
out,
and
right?
I distinctly remember the very first trip we took to something trick or treating, and we actually went to the Orange Mall, and they had an event.
Okay, hey,
And-
that's a safe
yeah.
in between.
And my mom took her eye pencil liner thing. Fuck, I'm sorry, I don't know the.
Eyeliner.
It was a pencil.
Just call it eyeliner.
It's a
yeah.
pencil. But she drew like Frankenstein stitch marks on me, and that was my
Oh,
costume.
Hey, good for her,
Yeah,
man.
man,
and
that
that
is
was like the
huge.
first
That was a
time
great
like there
movie.
was
Yeah.
more trick or treating
Great fucking movie.
involved. Frankenstein? Oh yeah, 1930s something.
Yeah, it was like 1936, I believe. or
Yeah,
something
no,
like that.
I do really enjoy that movie. I rewatched it the other day actually on Peacock.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cooked out
Hey, it
was
70s
not
guy.
paid,
What does your friend have? Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Arturo.
sorry,
No.
I know I'm touching, but
Finish
there
up.
was a very first trick or treat. I mean, sorry, very first Halloween, and I feel like it was after that because I remember I was dressed as Dracula when I was 2 or 4 years old.
Oh, so you were still young. I
yeah,
thought this
it was
went
later
on.
on. She
Until
she got more rigid into it, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
eventually loosened up, and then, God damn, that bullet bourbon looks really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, man, you can come and partake, man. I'm totally for sharing.
Is it just me, or does bullet bourbon always come in these giant bottles?
You got that at fucking Costco.
You know,
Because I got this.
That's
I got a
family
similar
size.
one.
I got this mostly
Gifted.
because of the bottle. You know, I like big fucking bottles, man. And you
Are
know,
you
it's-
overcompensated for it?
hey man, when you do as much coke as I do, some things start to shrink,
That'll happen.
man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, the good thing is that you get all numb down there, so it's like
Yeah.
you can go for hours and hours.
party.
And you know, when you're getting some of that sweet white
Jesus.
ass, it just feels so fucking good when you can go 2 or 3 hours. You know.
Oobleck, your childhood Halloween.
Mine was way different than yours, man. I think it's safe to say probably on the opposite of the spectrum because my mom is huge on decorating shit, even to the day.
Yeah.
Like my kids are kind of freaked out about going to my mom's house right now because she covers
Got a lot of ghosts,
everything,
man.
everything in Halloween decorations, fake severed arms, rats
Nice.
with red eyes.
Dude, can I please come over?
Yeah,
Please.
absolutely.
You gotta
Motorized-
fucking take those kids, man, and just get a.
The funny thing
you
is
gotta
that-
push them in there, man. Just get
Yeah.
them all scared.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I told him. And my kids are now like Uble's like the funny thing is Uble, who is the older one, is the one that's still like kind of not wanting to see it and be exposed. So when we go to my mom's, he'll do one of these as he walks through the living room. Whereas Moses, the younger one, walks in and he's high-fiving the skeletons.
Yeah,
he's getting the
man.
fake hands.
Yeah.
He's like, Papa, look. Ah. And I'm like, you guys are both so different, but I raised you both the same. What the fuck is up with that? But yeah, my mom.
Ooh, that's a bigger
You know,
question.
I had 2 illegitimate children.
Jesus.
And I have no idea where that woman is or my children are.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was there that they were very happy going on with the skeletons and playing with the skeletons and putting on the Halloween decorations and watching the Halloween movie. Recently, my ex-wife, she sent me a video of them watching the Ghostbusters movie.
Without you.
Of course, because I fucking left them. You know, I
yeah, right,
told
right,
myself,
right. Yeah.
I've had enough of this marriage.
I'm trying
and
to
just gonna-
follow this.
And so my ex-wife
No.
sent me this video, and she
It's
was
her name,
showing-
Lori.
I don't fucking know what her name is.
I'm
man.
just trying to keep up.
I've been with so many women in my time that I've lost count of all the women that I've been with. You know, but anyway, so when my ex-wife sent these videos, they were watching the
What's
Ghostbusters
happening?
movie, and I was like very
This year?
proud. Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, and they were not scared, man. It was fucking
The original,
awesome,
I
man.
take
Yeah.
it.
Of course, man. You gotta watch the original, man.
Yeah.
You can't do that fucking other remake thing.
Because you were there, a little older though. When that
Yeah, you
happened.
must have seen it when you were just a child, doing all that blow in the movie theater.
No, when Ghostbusters came out, man, I was already in my
Yeah, we
in my-
we time traveled you.
in
You
my-
were a little older than you
in
are
my
now.
30s, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm losing my mind, man. I don't even know what time I'm in, man. I think.
You
I'm
want me
just
to
gonna-
use my
I'm just
Jedi
gonna
mind
keep-
powers to
I'm just gonna
convert you
keep
back
drinking.
to Sam?
I'm just
Tell
gonna
me,
keep
you
drinking.
say the word, I will use my Jedi man
I
powers.
still don't know
just so
what
it
the
can
fuck
be
you're
canon.
talking
Yes,
about.
can we please
Just so it
Jedi
can
mind
be-
trick
no, I
Sam
want
into
it,
the
I
room?
want it to come from
There is
coked out 70s
there
guy.
is no, there's no salmon.
All right,
I just
perfect.
wanted to say that because I'm proud of my illegitimate children, and they're good
Listen,
guys, man.
you're confusing the audience members.
And I'm
so-
quite
I'm confused.
I'm
Let's
quite certain
pretend
that
you're
one of those kids is not mine, man. Because you know, this is if you look at my chest hair, my pubic hair, it's all black, man. And this other kid came out with the red hair, man. And I don't fucking get it, man.
I love the
I think
fact
she's
that
lying to me.
I know these are
I'm still
daggers.
paying.
I know
I'm still
these are
paying
daggers.
half of the.
Hold
half,
on. I
half
know
of
these
my-
are I know these are daggers to Arturo's heart because I know how much he loves Halloween and how much he would
Oh,
want to have a
I'm sorry,
serious
man. I'm sorry.
conversation. No.
It is,
I'm enjoying this because
don't
I
know
know
what
how
you're
much
talking about.
Arturo wants to have a serious dialogue and back and forth about our traditions and Halloween
It is really
and
fucking with
costumes.
me.
And it's so difficult with Sam doing it. And I love Sam's commitment. So
I
I'm
do.
kind of torn.
I do enjoy Coke 70s guy plot. I would love Sam.
I
in
think
the
I'm
room.
gonna take the Jedi route and say I'm sort of indifferent. I'm a peacekeeper. I am not a soldier. I am a
Why
Jedi.
don't you keep talking about what you were saying, man? You can keep
Perfect.
talking
Yeah.
about that.
So what I wanted to say is that growing up, we were all about Halloween. It was never denied from us. It was never, and we lived in a very small community. So I had that very fortunate privilege, and I realize now with times the way they are and kids having the experiences that they're having, I realize how privileged and benefited we were to be able to say we live in a neighborhood with small blocks. It wasn't like it's 10 houses and you don't know who's 8 houses away. We lived in like my street had 5 houses on one side, 5 houses on the back, and then the next block over had also 5 houses and 5 houses. So it was very easy for us to do that stereotypical, we're going to go trick-or-treating. We're going to circle the 5 blocks that are around us. Every fucking house is going to have house candy and lights. Some might even have haunted houses. Some, the decorations would be intense.
That's what I was fucking talking about earlier.
I know
man.
you were trying to convey that, but it was so difficult to understand because you're so coked out. So
I don't
I'm
know.
Keep going. For the sake of our audience members being able to actually follow a thread, I'm going to keep going with saying that we had that, and that doesn't exist now. And it's very unfortunate because
it's true, man.
I you know what? My kids
true,
are
man.
still able to enjoy it because I will say this. Every year I take my kids to my mom's neighborhood where I grew up.
Dude.
And it's still the same. It's still 5 houses on each side. The streets
man.
are all closed.
I fucking love that.
My mother's house is also like that.
You mean your friend's mom. You mean your friend's mom.
Who are you right now?
Let me just fucking go with it, man. Just fucking go with me. My mother's house is obviously where I grew up. Someone grew up.
Back in the 30s,
and
40s?
back in the that was the house where there was a lot of people out in the neighborhood, man. It still is the case. The thing is that now is more people coming from outside the neighborhood. And when I was a child, it was more of a this
in the
neighborhood.
1940s.
Yeah, 1940s and whatnot.
What?
Yeah. So
I know. I don't know, dude. Like
You would be like in the 70s.
If he was coked out, he'd be 30 at the age of 70.
Just fucking go with it, man. Just fucking go with it. I'm just trying to tell you.
Now it's canon. In 1972,
I'm
if he was
just trying
doing
to tell you
coke, he would be 30 years old.
I
which means he
agree
would have
with
been
what
born in the early
Ubre is
1940s.
saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry,
No,
not
Obi-Wan.
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 Man.
Obi-Wan.
Did I tell you already that I love you Mexicans?
Yeah.
Your women
haven't.
are some of the best
Yeah.
women I've had in my life. But anyway, let's go back to Mr. Ghostface Arturo. I'll let you talk some more.
So I was gonna say that I miss Sam, and I wish she was
Yeah,
here.
we're already past that Ghostface. It doesn't
And-
look like Sam's gonna be visiting us tonight.
And I
So
really miss him.
let's just fucking work around it and keep going, please, for the sake of keeping this goddamn show going.
I
Let's
mean,
work on that.
yeah, I guess we're the traditions growing up. Horror movies.
You've
Wait,
broken Arturo.
I know. I'm like, I don't even know where to go anymore. Like,
Can
I don't
I-
know what's real, what's not.
I want to say something, man.
Yes, please.
You know what I love to do is doing the haunted houses. So when I was a young man, I used to do haunted houses at my neighborhood, man. And then what I would do is
Your real neighborhood or this 1970s?
Just go with it, Arturo, please.
God
No.
damn it.
This just is my real neighborhood, man. Just think of it as my real. Look at my eyes, man. Look at my eyes.
I can't see. You're wearing sunglasses.
It's my real neighborhood, man. My real neighborhood. I'm trying to be real here. I'm trying to be real. And what I was saying is I used to love scaring the kids, man, and it was great, man, because they would line up. And,
So you
and
did haunted houses? You
I
created
did,
them?
man. I did used to do haunted houses. I did it for like 5 or 6 years straight, man.
No shit.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I'm not fucking around here, man. I'm telling you the truth, man. I'm trying to be serious. I'm
hard.
trying to blow down the cocaine. And what I'm trying to say is that I used to do the whole haunted house thing. And then you know what I want to do whenever my illegitimate children get older is I want to do that same sort of tradition with them. Right? Do you guys ever did haunted houses? You guys
No,
ever did
I never tried.
You never
to
tried to
go
do haunted
through all
house?
that
It's the
no.
best
Like
fucking
creating
thing, man.
them or going to them?
No, doing the haunted
Oh,
house
fuck
at
that.
your house, man.
Hey, that's a liability.
Why is it a liability, man?
Because
Someone gets injured?
someone gets injured
Are you
in that
fucking
haunted
serious?
house.
You call yourself a passionate Halloween fan, and you
No.
don't want to do haunted
Again,
houses?
it's a different time.
I'd rather
if
go
we
to
were
them.
if we were
Oh,
in
I
you
don't want to
create
stress
your
about
own,
creating
man.
it. No, it's too much
It's
stress.
fucking
too much work.
It's too much work. Thank
Too
you.
much work.
Like
No,
every
no,
okay,
man.
no.
It's
I
not-
do Universal Horror Nights,
Wait,
and
wait,
I
I don't
do
wanna get
Not
to that.
Scary
Wait,
Farm
wait.
every year.
You can do a haunted house, man, without doing too much work. You don't have to do the whole thing where you build a whole maze and everything. You can
into the mic.
you can do things where you put up a setting, man, in your front porch, man, and then And then you when the kids are coming, you can even do like a diversion, man. Then you have somebody who's not dressed up. He's giving away the candy, man.
That's
And
exhausting.
then you hang out in the back, and once you're ready, you go boom, man, and it's just
That's not a
fucking
haunted
scary.
house. That's just as fucking scared.
Yeah, well, it's a haunted.
not a haunted
Was
house.
it how they're just popping out of bushes and scaring people?
Yeah, that
It's
was
two
probably-
very different
I would
things.
put on my white robe and I would pop out of bushes and I would scare the
You would
kids.
scare
man.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It was
No,
crazy.
I see. I was thinking of haunted houses because circling back to my childhood.
Yes.
In that trick or treating route of all the neighborhoods, there were some houses that I will say, I'm glad that they did what they did. I'm glad that they put up the effort and the hard work of building, because there was one or two where the entire neighborhood would fucking talk about it for weeks after
That's
Halloween.
awesome.
They
Yeah,
would set
man.
up, but see, it wasn't just
that was
to
my
keep
house,
scared.
man. They would fucking come back.
The bar
They-
was very low in your neighborhood because
Oh, man.
based on what you have explained, all it took was hiding in the back of a bush and having a decoy guy handing out candy, and you'd be like, "Bleh!" and they'd be like, "Whoa!" and you'd be like,
Blah, blah,
"Fucking
blah, blah.
score,
Man, no,
10."
man. I
I'm
never
gonna go
went
do some
blah,
blow.
blah, blah, man.
No, what I'm
Oh,
talking about
fuck.
is very intricate, like
Yes.
fucking
Intricate.
intricate. That's what I said.
Yeah.
You heard me.
This is from a
That's how we
long
say
time
on Planet
ago and
Mexico.
far, far away.
So it was very intricate. Now, fucking goddamn it, is it intricate?
Intricate.
You good?
Intricate.
And I'm the one who's on the cocaine, man.
It was very elaborate, these fucking
Yeah.
haunted houses where they would actually use like fucking sheets of plywood and curtains and
Sheets of
strobe
plywood.
lights. Yeah, that's what they're called. Go to Home Depot. And fucking strobe
Yeah.
lights and fog machines even. Maybe not fog machines. Maybe I'm just remembering fog machines. What I'm trying to say is it was more of like an actual maze just to get to the part with the candy. It wasn't
Yeah,
long.
man.
I'm not talking like these fucking Knott's Berry Farm mazes. It was
Horror
maybe
Nights.
2 or 3 corridors, but in those 2 or 3 corridors, there would be graphic shit. There would be fake blood. There would be people scaring you, and even though it was only 1 or 2 houses in
Yeah.
my neighborhood, fucking awesome. I
Yeah.
always enjoyed going
I
through
mean,
them.
and there's
Yeah,
a
man.
handful of them that still do it. Like,
Yeah.
one of the things you haven't done it.
We can fucking do it, man.
Well,
we
we
can get
can.
together and do it, man.
No, go, not create. Go.
No,
Oh,
let's
yeah, I
fucking
thought you were saying
create it.
create. Yeah.
Oble, you and I will go. We'll let
No,
Coke
Why?
out.
Why?
No, I don't like going.
Why don't you guys?
I don't like going to mazes. That's the topic we'll get to. But
Well,
I'm
yeah,
telling
we're
you,
talking
man.
about our kid.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, man.
Kidhood.
It is one of the best things to do on Halloween is to create your own haunted house
Sounds
and
exhausting.
scare the kids, man.
it sounds
No,
exhausting.
sounds exhausting.
Come
Expensive,
on, man.
I mean, good for you. But
Producer Noel, you and I, we will fucking scare some kids, man.
Gang.
Yeah, man.
Oh man. Yeah, I see,
All right,
I
go
prefer
on
to
with
enjoy
it.
it.
Yeah.
Prefer to enjoy Halloween now.
Also, I mean, speaking of there's several so I've subscribed to a handful of like Halloween and like spooky event stuff that happens in your like city, county,
Yeah.
Southern California.
Of course.
And there's still so many local haunts, and they're so much fun to go to because it's like you see people create, you know,
Yeah.
and you get that aspect. Like there's a really cool one in South County, that literally is a terrifying version of Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
And it's
I like
it's
it, man.
literally all
like it.
within a garage, and you're partially in their house and you're partially not. It's a whole fucking thing.
But do you
Um,
see them treat you differently when you show up, or like, and you're not from that neighborhood, or
Yeah.
is this
No.
intended?
It's intended to
be
bring in
for
people.
everybody.
It really is,
Oh,
and they have a
fuck that
donation.
even more.
And they have a donation bucket. I mean, for you, no, I get it. Creating it and allowing strangers to come through that shit, I get
Yeah.
that. So that's why
just
I enjoy
paranoid,
going.
man.
Again,
You know what? Look, I will say
So-
this, coked out 70s guy,
Yeah,
and
man.
Arturo,
Yeah.
very quick, is with my backyard size the way that it is, I have considered when the kids are old enough or when they're older to where they don't require too much time, is to build this elaborate, like,
You can do a
okay,
fucking
you walk
maze,
into
man.
the side of the
You know-
house and you can do
can
a
I,
quick.
can I please come?
Absolutely.
Can
You
I
help
can
me
I
with you.
tell you
Yes,
of an
yes,
idea
I will.
I
I mean,
had?
gladly.
Can I tell you of an idea I had? So
Yeah.
so when I was a young man, I had an idea that I would do like a maze where we would have like it would be like you would take the kids through a maze and you would be like these army people that you would be leading them through the zombie
Oh,
apocalypse
very
type thing.
cool.
So like they would come up to the front of the maze and be like, "Hey man, we're the fucking military
Yeah.
and we're gonna take you through the zombie apocalypse and we're gonna walk through the thing and we're gonna shoot some zombies."
Do
and
some
it's-
coke.
Isn't that a maze
some
that
coke
Not
and
Scary
kill these
Farm
zombies.
has?
I don't fucking
Does it?
know,
I don't know.
man.
I
It
haven't-
is, yeah.
And if those
really
motherfuckers stole my idea, motherfuckers, man.
I mean, it's Halloween.
I had
dude.
this idea back in 1975, and those motherfuckers took
No,
my
they
idea.
literally give you guns to shoot zombies.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
fuck,
I
that's
didn't
fucking
know
cool.
that. Yeah,
I
see,
didn't fucking know that, man.
It stopped a
Yeah.
couple years ago.
Well, then imagine
Yeah.
if you had that in your neighborhood, man. In your neighborhood.
it
future.
was
but see-
basically laser tag with zombies.
Yeah,
But
that's
see, I
fucking-
kind of
that's-
feel like if I did that, I would want it
Yeah,
only to
fuck,
be.
that's
good.
I ain't fucking go to this not scary farm.
Yeah.
place,
If I was gonna do that,
yeah.
I would only want it to really be for people that I know. Like if I'm gonna be putting in that
Yeah.
hard work, like I'm sorry, no.
Man,
don't-
you
yeah.
don't understand. You
Go
don't
to that scary
understand the pleasure it is when you scare people and they're like, yo, and the parents are laughing because their children
Trauma.
are scared.
Look at all
And
this
then-
trauma.
It's
Childhood
fucking great.
trauma. Yeah.
My God, man. Jeez.
Did
I-
you?
I-
Well,
I-
in
I-
addition to that,
Oof.
coked out 70s guy and Uble, like, what are some other like childhood
sweating.
traditions? In addition to trick or treating, like, did you guys have any other like Halloween traditions?
So it was
Movies,
yeah.
man.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Movies.
So this is the way my traditions work: is childhood was trick or treating, and then like young teenage years was scary movies and mazes, like going and seeking those. But that wasn't that easy because in my early teens I didn't have the kind of money to go to all these places that charged. And my mom sure as fuck wasn't going to be paying for me to go to one of these haunted places. So during the teen years, it was really like, let's watch scary movies and
Fuck
order
yeah.
pizza and, and maybe
dude,
even give out candy.
yes.
And then from then, it went to like, okay, now I'm in my late teens, early 20s. Then it was fucking Halloween house parties. That was that phase was my late teens, early 20s was
Halloween
house parties.
Was your hair
Fuck.
also like high up in the air? As
Yes,
well? Like,
yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
was.
That's when
kid
you
and
would go
play.
to house party.
For one of my Halloween costumes, I had the straight up cone of
Nah.
hair.
Do you still remember the little dance thing, man? The fucking dance. You remember the dance thing, man?
No,
You don't remember
no,
the fucking
I
dance
don't- I
thing?
don't think I
My
was that
God,
cool.
man.
I don't think I was that cool, man. I will
Ah.
say, asterisks, the Halloween parties I was invited to were pretty lame. It was usually like, I showed up and they'd be like, oh, by the way, this is actually my nephew's 6th birthday party. But there's a lot of adults that are going to be wearing Halloween costumes. And I'd be like, okay, cool. And I'd walk in and I was the only one of like 3 people with
Oh,
Halloween
man.
costumes.
Oh,
No one
man.
else had a Halloween costume. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, well, this is a shit Halloween
Yeah,
party.
a shitty
I
childhood.
regret
man.
choosing yours. No, I didn't have a shitty childhood. I had a shitty teenagehood.
Because
That was my teenage years.
Okay.
So I don't know about if you guys
Yeah.
have that similar.
Can we
hold on.
hear from our producer Noel? Because we haven't heard anything from our producer Noel. I want to hear from our producer.
It was kind of like what Ula was saying. It's just Halloween was awesome because
Obi-Wan.
as a kid,
Yeah,
that
it
means
was Obi-Wan.
you got to hang out with your friends and be out a little later.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
hanging out,
Oh, yeah.
drinking sodas, eating candy.
So you wild, you partied, man.
In my day, man.
And then-
Dr. Pepper.
Plural, like more than one.
Yeah.
gang.
Wow.
And then as you became a teenager, then it was like scary movies.
Yeah.
It was like, I think I stopped trick or treating when I was 12.
Oh, that's a good question.
I
think
still
I
trick or
was.
treat.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
No, but there was that age when you were like,
Yeah,
still
you-
trick or treat.
Yeah,
Ugh.
exactly. You were like,
And you had to
"Dude,
like, no, I didn't
Fuck
trick or
no,
treat. I gave out
man.
candy.
can I still trick or treat?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was.
You can trick or treat up until you're
Yeah.
fucking dead,
The
man.
way my loophole was just keep wearing costumes with masks. You just happen to be a very tall person.
No.
Yeah,
Your
true,
facial hair.
true.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, but
oh,
as,
man,
as,
not
as,
only are you
as, as
tall,
you became
your
a
Stash
teenager,
goes past the mask.
Voice is very deep.
my chest hair would always give it away, you know,
Yep.
man.
yeah, but
Uh,
as you became a teenager, it was like hang out with the friends, watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
Same time, everybody's going through puberty. You know,
Yeah, giving out
you'll have
candy.
Oh yeah, that
a group
puberty,
over
man.
there doing whatever it is. And then in high school you start going to Halloween parties.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was. I
Yeah.
think it mine.
They were doing
It's the
cocaine.
same flow.
Yeah,
See,
it was the same.
that's,
flow. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the thing ultimately about
Yeah.
Halloween, to go off of that, is that it always felt like a holiday where you're spending it with friends.
With friends,
Yeah,
exactly.
it
you know,
wasn't
no,
a family
yeah,
fucking
like,
forced.
Yeah. exactly. Like Friendsgiving exists, and some people do Christmas parties. Cool. But growing up, Halloween was always with your friends.
Not scary farm.
Exactly. You're always going out. You're doing stuff. You're trick or treating.
Yeah.
You're carving pumpkins. You're going to haunts.
Yeah.
Like it was watching scary movies. There was this huge like friend camaraderie shit, you know. And I fucking love that.
Yeah.
100%.
Why don't we do that anymore?
I still
I
do
do that
shit.
with people that have kids because
I do that with people who have and don't have kids.
Oh yeah.
It depends on
they're
your
allowed as
circles.
well.
And it depends on how, like, yes, we're all adults and it's harder to do stuff, but that's why we make an effort. Like, you should see my fucking October calendar, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That thing has been fucking stacked. As you can see here. I'm just kidding. No,
Yeah, man.
like, because, I mean, yeah, it's harder to do stuff, but, like, if you plan ahead, and this we always do because we know how much Halloween means to us. It's me and my wife's favorite holiday in terms of, like, doing shit. So we're, like, planning stuff out to make sure we do things effectively.
Yeah, it gets busy. Back to Halloween.
Back to Halloween. So when you were saying, real quick, I just wanted to add to something you mentioned about being the only one dressed up. So I want to throw this out there. So
You went to a party and you were the only one dressed up.
almost. So me and a few homies, we went to a movie screening of the original 13 Ghosts for like 1960.
Oh yeah, man, that was a great.
60?
That was a good one, man.
It was.
I was
And
like 10 years old when I
Yeah.
saw that one. It was fucking awesome.
You were.
Yeah, yeah.
And we saw it in this
Also
tiny little
coked out.
theater, and but you had to reserve tickets ahead of time because it was a tiny theater, right? There was exactly 100 of us in there, and there was a costume contest. Scariest ghost costume would win. I, just to fuck around, decided to be a bedsheet ghost.
Right.
Right? So
Right.
and I put on the glasses, so it's also like
Just like me, man.
Hold on.
Just like me.
Shut up.
Reservoir Dog. Fucking
Yeah, man.
bedsheet
Right,
ghost.
yeah. I was a bedsheet ghost wearing the glasses. I was
Uh-huh.
Michael Myers.
Yeah,
I go in
that's what I was doing.
and I'm the only one dressed up in this theater.
Oh man,
Not a single
So
other ghost.
when they announce scariest ghost costume goes to the fucking bedsheet ghost.
Yeah,
Because
man.
I was
Guy
the
wearing a
only
ghost.
one who dressed up in the entire. I will send Noel a picture of what I looked like
yeah.
because I won and I was not scary at all, dude.
That's
You look
exactly
great.
how I look too, man. But I was on a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13 ghosts, baby.
Never
yeah,
seen it.
1960.
I just
Yeah.
wanna
Is
say,
it
man,
60? I
that
can't read that. No.
I have a similar
60.
I don't have my
story,
glasses
man.
on. Yes.
I have a similar story, man. So when I was a young man, there was this film. It's called Dumb and Dumber, and
Domaire?
yeah, and
When did it become French?
it was a French film, very avant-garde, as they called it back in the day. And my friend and I, we were gonna go see the sequel, Dumb and Dumber Air. I believe it was
Oh,
called.
no.
And
I'm
right?
sorry
And,
that you went to that.
And so we were gonna be like dressed up, you know. We were gonna be like, hey man, I wear the orange suit, and you wear the blue suit. And we went in there, and we even did the fucking sword fight and everything. You know,
Oh,
have you seen
man.
this French avant-garde film? You would
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
we went in there and we were just doing it, and nobody else was dressed.
No.
We were the only ones, man. We were the only ones in the whole attire, and
was
and
this-
everybody was just like, they were laughing, I guess, you know. But yeah, we had a good time.
You can tell yourself they were laughing.
Yeah,
You can tell yourself they were laughing. As long as you guys weren't being annoying. I know you weren't during the movie itself.
I am never annoying,
No,
man.
not
I'm
the
never
movie
annoying.
itself.
I
Well,
Well,
never-
speaking of movies, scary movies.
Exorcist, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
Exorcist. I just gotta say that still. I mean, we talked
Yeah.
last time I
So
was
do you
here.
watch it every Halloween season?
I don't
Is that
watch
what
it
you're
every
saying?
Halloween season, but it's the movie that has always stuck in my mind since I was a young man.
Yeah.
And you know, it fucking scared the shit out of me, man. I couldn't get up. I talked about this the last time. The last time I was
It
here.
is,
But
yeah.
but the other ones that I do see, I try to see every night,
What are you
every
pointing at
Halloween.
me?
Every Halloween
Put that away.
is the Halloween. Michael
so
Myers. It
weird.
was a very classic film.
Stop
That
pointing.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
My God, she was amazing. And then I also like to watch a very interesting movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's an animation. They call it The Nightmare Before Christmas, and that is one that I like to watch. And my illegitimate children also like to watch that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And my ex-wife sends me videos of that as well as they watch.
Wait, so how is she your ex with their little?
I don't understand that either.
Please don't feed into it, Arturo. There it is. He broke. He broke.
Yes,
We have Sam back.
is back.
Get the coke out of your system, Sam. Get the coke. I exercise that 70s coked out demon from this body.
He's back.
Get rid of him. He is not your temple. He is Sam. He is Sam Munoz, who is a great talker and a great speaker. He does not need to be on
And
blow.
the best host
I
ever.
exercise the. Yeah. Did it work?
The power of Christ compels you.
The power of Christ and not Narcos compels you.
You just pulled out all my hair, man.
So when I hear Exorcism Nightmare is one of your favorites, go to.
I can't remember any-
Halloween, man. Halloween.
yes.
You got
Oh,
a
hell
classic,
yeah.
man.
And the Nightmare
Hell
Before
yeah.
Christmas. I can't. As a kid, I can't remember Halloween's scariest movies, man.
You didn't have any like regulars? Not regulars.
There was the
My
most,
God,
the
you're
most
so
scary.
sweaty.
Oh man,
Shit, the nipples are out.
the scariest. How much alcohol is in this, man? 45. All right.
Dude,
I
you were
just
so
gotta-
sweaty. How hot was that chest hair?
All that chest hair, dude. No, actually, I want this to be the thumbnail. I want this to be the thumbnail of us smiling. Without his, yeah.
Just in case.
No, yeah.
I
don't want it. I don't want it to be the
Yeah,
thumbnail.
let's go back to the original one.
I'm just gonna say in my
Thank you.
out of character voice, I lasted 45 minutes.
That was pretty good.
You fucking.
Hey, yeah, you did. Yeah,
Okay,
you
look.
did.
I want to say this, Sam.
That's what she
I want to
said.
say to him. It was funny. It was hilarious. It was fucking annoying. And then
I
it
don't
got
know
kind
where
of
you're.
funny again.
I don't know where you're.
And then it got kind of funny again. And then it got annoying again.
Welcome
But
back.
Whichever Sam or coked out 70s guy.
I'm a little pissed. I can't shake the voice.
You can carry them as long as it's you. That's fine.
I'm a little
He was
pissed off,
trying
man.
that. He was trying that.
I'm a little
Yeah,
pissed.
yeah.
You know, I feel like what Daniel Day-Lewis used to say, that he couldn't shake the character, man. And that's
Yeah.
how I feel right now.
I think you
Okay.
are. I think it's in your head, man.
It's in my head now.
Now I
Because-
want it to go on.
but-
Now I fucking want 70s.
what
fuck
I,
that
what
guy
I,
to
what I
fucking
want to
stay
say,
here.
man, is that you were saying that you like didn't like what I was doing, but this is the fucking spirit of Halloween, man.
That is true.
Is
He's
to
got you there,
dress
I think.
up as something that you're not, and just be that thing, man,
Yeah.
for one fucking night, man,
Oh, yeah.
or multiple nights, as you like to say. But that's what I was doing, and I hope I captured it in
think
this
you did.
Oh, hell yeah.
episode of Morons Make Sense.
No,
Well,
keep it going. I
yeah,
don't
speaking
wanna
of that,
keep it
yeah.
going.
Do you guys have favorite costumes that you remember that you really loved?
Oh, I'm glad you
Coked
brought
out
that up.
70s guy.
That's one of my favorites too, Sam. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I
Yeah.
remember as a kid, and I don't know if you guys had the same issue, but as a kid, the costumes that existed, as a kid, the costumes that existed were fucking shit. Because I remember one year I was Bart Simpson in elementary school.
Would you
And
like yellow paint your face?
It was no. It was an actual plastic, very flimsy mask of Bart.
Okay.
But then it was like this plastic, and everybody's fucking worn this that's older than fucking 30. It was a cheap plastic outfit that had the picture of the character you were supposed to be on its chest. And you guys are probably both looking at me very confused. I'm not looking over at you, but I can feel that confusion.
I'm so confused.
I'm gonna fucking have, I don't know, producer, fucking look up 1990s Bart Simpson costume and see if it brings up anything that resembles what I wore. They even made a joke about it in The Simpsons, which is, why on earth would the character yeah, see? That one with the red where he's wearing the skateboarding shirt.
What?
That's what the outfit
Oh,
was.
what the fuck?
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
Why
remember
would you have a picture of yourself as your
on your costume.
Yeah.
And
bless
it was
you.
a cheap plastic Bart Simpson mask that came with that. I think that's the exact costume that I wore.
That's so weird.
I fucking remember this shit, man.
Right? Everyone did it. It
They-
wasn't just The Simpsons.
Yeah, there was all kinds of shitty costumes like that. That was like an 80s, 90s thing.
That was.
That was 80s, 90s. And then you would have a shitty ass plastic mask that
Yes.
you would wear.
Yep.
And you would wear that costume. That was, and it was,
Arturo,
that's
I-
it. That's
yeah.
it.
Oh my
That's it.
god,
It
it's
was a
so
shitty-ass
terrifying.
plastic-
That's my exact
What the
fucking
fuck?
costume. I think
And that was
might
a
be
coked
picture
out
of me.
70s guy right behind us.
In your white
Ghost
sheet.
outfit. Yep. We did hang out as a child. I remember this now. I remember. Your horse was in the backyard at the time.
I remember the 80s, man.
But every
fuck.
costume was that. And
Yeah.
I envy you for not having any memory of this because that's all you had. You couldn't go to the store and buy
I
like
mean,
an actual.
I
iPad.
had something.
I think Arturo
yeah.
he's 6 years younger than us.
Yeah.
So because of that, he didn't really get
So-
the 80s.
No, yeah, I
trick-or-treating.
didn't know.
Do you ever watch E.T. and that scene where they're trick or treating and it's just like a mountain of kids walking in the middle of the street? Did that make sense to you? Because
No,
I
mean,
see that
it-
scene and
it
I'm like,
did.
yeah,
yeah,
that's exactly
no,
how it was.
yeah. I mean, I do remember that era because
Yeah.
so I grew up in like an apartment community in this time frame, and I
Yeah.
remember like
It was
kids
like
coming out
the
in
remnant.
droves.
I think it was the
Yeah.
remnants of that.
Exactly, it really
It was the remnants.
Yeah.
You still were able to experience
Exactly.
it, but it
Just
it
enough.
wasn't. Yeah,
Just
just,
enough.
enough. It wasn't the peak.
As you can see here, I am dressed up as the Red Ranger.
Okay, man,
Yeah,
you're
you
giving
better make
yourself
sure
a
you
lot
s-
of homework to do.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
sure you
So what
send
was
that
it
to me.
already?
Otherwise,
There was two
nope,
things.
don't remind him.
Fuck,
Don't
what was the
remind him.
first one?
Don't remind him. Let
Oh,
him
do
rely
you
on his own
remember?
The
memory.
ghost, the
Yeah.
ghost with the glasses. You were,
Yes,
That's
yes,
right,
13,
the one that won the
13
contest.
ghosts. Yes, I
Yeah.
wrote this down. 13 ghosts. Okay,
But yeah.
now my Red Ranger outfit. And you can see here my plastic mask is missing part of its eye.
Put the image of ET
because I wore
in
it.
drag.
No, okay,
While he's
did you
pointing.
guys ever wear your costumes not during Halloween and just wore them
Yes, of
year-round?
course.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course. Yeah,
So
building up to
that's why
Halloween.
it broke and my eye is showing through the helmet. 'cause it
Oh
broke.
man, did you get in trouble with your parents?
No, because it was just something I wore all the time at that point.
So they were okay with you breaking.
It was like
before
fuck it. It
actually
was
Halloween?
more my fault.
Yeah.
It was like mira lo que te pasó con
Yeah.
tu pinche.
Yeah. Damn.
Any
No, I love my
any
parents.
last things you guys want to?
No, last. Oh my god, there's so much we haven't touched on.
We have okay.
do it,
Let's
do it.
You were so
You got-
coked out the whole
Ten-
fucking
let's
time.
ten-
Let's transition.
I don't
to
know why you're
adulthood.
so mad.
Adulthood.
I think
We're
I want
done
to bring
enough.
back
Haunts.
Okay,
So
let's
haunts
do
I
enough.
started doing in like high school. And there's
Yeah.
something I still do. Not Scary Farm, Universal Horror Nights. I used to do Queen Mary when that existed.
Queen Mary was lame.
Haunted
Depending on when
houses
you
are
went.
lame. They need to get better. With all the technology, all the the costumes now,
Very
they're like a
Yeah.
lot
I
better.
think,
Why aren't
you
there
know what?
They need to
holograms?
get better.
What the
Holographic
fuck are you
ghosts.
saying? What do you mean?
That they
Holograms.
suck.
Specifically, what are you talking about?
More
That
holograms.
they're not scary.
Haunted
Scary.
houses, what?
They're
Local
not
or or actual
scary.
haunts?
They suck.
No.
When's the last time you went to one?
I don't know, but
Exactly.
they suck.
Fuck you. Come with me.
They suck.
Damn.
Fuck you, and then come
Fuck
with
you,
me.
big.
and I'll show you what the fuck is
coked
up.
out.
And I'll
Yeah.
show you what the fuck is up.
You know what?
Hey,
I will
man.
say. I will say.
No, wait. You know what's a good? Is the Universal Studio does a really good job. Their horror nights are really good.
They really are.
Like and they tend to use a lot of their because it's
a studio.
movie
Yeah.
studio.
IPs, baby.
They tend to use a lot of that sort of good production design and makeup and everything that they would use in the movies.
I can see that.
Not
that,
Scary Farm has gotten not as good.
Yeah.
The last
It's
time I
got.
went,
It's gotten. When was the last time you went?
it's been a
When's the last
few
time you
years.
went?
It's been a few
Arturo,
years.
Exactly.
Triggered.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
They're
but
just not
Arturo,
scary.
wait,
Arturo,
hold
they
on,
keep
Arturo,
elevating
you're
it every single
easily
year.
sucks balls.
No,
Arturo,
fuck,
he
fuck,
sucks
fuck,
big
fuck
hairy
you,
balls.
Wait.
fuck
No,
you.
it does.
Let's-
It
let's-
When's
does.
the last time you went?
I went about 3 years ago.
Exactly. Fuck you.
Oh my goodness! So
wait.
there's a huge change
There
between
is.
now and 3
There
years
is.
ago.
And I will say this about
No,
not,
I'm
okay.
sorry,
Universal
man.
Horror Nights has the best mazes. Scary Farm still has the best scare zones.
What does that mean? Like
That
when
means
you
like
walk-
when you're walking
wandering,
around
when you're
and
walking
then
around
they
through
just
the
scare you.
fog and the way they scare you.
I don't
You're
know.
on edge.
They used to be great, but
No, they've gotten better, dude.
okay.
You go-
Let me Arturo.
Let's
I mean,
go. Let's
I
go.
know
Let's
that
go.
you're
Let's
passionate,
go.
but
Let's
you're
go.
very
Let's
easily
fucking
triggered.
satisfied. Yeah, everybody has to agree that you're very easily
Hey, it's
satisfied.
not his fault, okay?
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
He didn't have Halloween
It's
as
not
a
your
child.
fault. It's not your fault.
Okay.
It's not your fault.
He didn't have Halloween as a child. Go easy on him.
Here, I will say it's something that has changed over and not Scary Farm because I went way back in the day when I was a young man. And then,
Oh, I like this. I like the hybrid. Let's do the hybrid. Bring cooked out Sam every once in a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not Scary Farm. So if they fucked it up because people always fuck it up, but they used to be able to touch you and stuff, and they used to. And what they would do is like they would hide behind like benches and whatnot,
Yeah.
and if you would sit down, they would come from behind and like totally like hug you or grab you and stuff like that. Yeah.
Fondled you even.
Yeah. I mean, somebody
I mean, you
complained.
can still-
some asshole
You can still
scarer
go to that
decided
shit.
to.
Go to 13th door. They'll rape you.
No, they won't rape
God
you.
damn.
Sorry, that was
They
extreme.
won't rape
I
you.
do apologize.
I-
I do
but
apologize.
however, there
but
is
they will
there is
grab
such
you at
things.
exactly 17th.
I've been
17th
to
door.
I've been to that, and
Is it
it's okay. They
17th?
yeah it's 17th door.
17th, yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, they do more, and I was actually one of those guys that they put against the car, and I don't liked it. I was actually pretty
course you did.
satisfied by it.
Yep.
You know when I
No doubt.
and I gotta tell you, man, it's much better than that white ass that I had back when I did.
Yeah, I like this better. So you know what? I think is
Yeah.
that I think that a person's perception, for the most part, of these places, regardless of whether it's Knott's Berry Farm, Scary Farm, or the Superior Universal's Hollywood Scare Scream,
Universal is better.
is that as you get
Paradise.
older, because
Yeah.
when I go,
Yeah.
I see the young teenagers who are experiencing these for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and I get that nostalgia because I look at them and I'm like, I remember when that was my reaction. I remember when I came to these parks and these
You
mazes.
came to or came at?
Came to.
Came to. Yeah, no, came to. Two towels. I came to these places, and these people would scare me. They'd follow you with the with the chainsaw,
Yeah,
and I'd be like,
man.
oh no, oh my god, and I'd run away from them, or my friends would run away. But then you go to them every single year, right?
It
So
starts to
now you're
desensitize
fucking
you.
year 11, and you're fucking 29 years old. And they're like, with the fake chainsaws, and you're like, yeah, no, dude, that's too loud, man. Just get it out of my face, please. Fucking, I'm texting my girlfriend. I don't know where she's at.
Well,
and my
maybe
fucking
wait,
buddies.
hold on. In that
Food's
case,
fucking expensive.
in that case, you're kind of like the guy who talks at the movie theater is not paying attention.
Oh.
And like you're
No.
you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be there if
Oh,
you're
no, I'm
if
not-
you're not
okay, that
willing
was an
to
exaggeration.
immerse yourself
Yeah,
in
I was
the
still-
experience.
Okay.
Listen, we went to
Hold on.
Universal's, and I liked your point. You took a different
Controversial moment. I'm backing Sam on this.
point. What the fuck?
Controversial.
Yeah, if you're on your
Back
phone,
in the
dude.
No. I wouldn't be on the phone.
Okay, all right.
And I'm not being a dick about like people coming up to me. I'll still like, haha, yep.
I hate those kids or some of the teenagers who are just like going into the maze and they're trying to be tough and they're trying to be like
Yeah. And
like,
they like
oh,
make
you know,
they ruin it for everybody
whatever.
else.
Yeah, it's like the
While
point.
they're vaping.
The point of the point of the whole amusement park is like to get to
Amused.
let yourself go and just like when you go to the movie, just
Yeah.
suspend disbelief
Let it go.
and allow yourself to be scared and whatnot. and
But
everything like
Sam,
that.
can it be better?
I think not scary. Well, again, I haven't been there in a few years, so maybe Arturo is correct.
When's the last time you went, out of curiosity?
It has been like maybe 3 or 4 years, kind of like Uble.
Yeah.
And the last time I went, I
So
didn't think
pre-COVID.
I didn't. Yeah, it was pre-COVID, definitely.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
And last time I went, I didn't really think it was like that good. And I went to Universal Studios about 3 or 4 years ago as well, and I was like, that was like way better than Not
Yeah.
Scary Farm.
Yeah.
And I recently went to Universal Studios this year.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed 2 of the mazes because of the production value.
The
Yeah.
production, the production
Yup.
design
Which ones
is
were they?
amazing.
Last of Us and Stranger Things.
Fuck yeah.
Those were my 2 favorite. We did Chucky, and I was like, that could have probably been better, but I guess probably because I've lost my like sense of fear with Chucky.
I mean, well, Chucky is also, it lends itself to be comedic.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
they took that route. Whereas
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
By the
and
way,
Last
the
of Us
TV show
still-
is fucking amazing.
That's what I've heard. There was
It
they're
haven't seen
really
it.
fucking
definitely
is.
replaying the
I
fucking
want to
commercial
see
to that
I
shit
mean,
over and
there,
over.
there was a
while we're
really
online.
there was a really handsome guy that lets you his Peacock login password. And
Whoa.
all
He
that.
lent you his cock.
Oh.
I know, when I was a
Sorry,
young
that's-
man,
sorry, words
you
that
that
should
kind of
use
thing
that
wasn't
to
allowed.
watch Chucky.
I will.
I'm just saying.
don't
Things
think
have
I will.
changed.
I'm just saying.
I don't think I
I
will.
just started season 3. Holy shit, so good.
Jesus Christ, season 3? How long has the show been out?
3 years.
I've only heard about it just now.
that makes sense because it's 3 seasons.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
Sam.
Anyway, man, I want to tell you. What was I gonna ask you? Yeah. So you were saying about hating
What's happening?
about not liking the haunts and whatnot.
Look, with everything with like
Is it about your mentality?
no,
of Going in?
It's,
When's the
it's
last time
just
you went?
it's like
Was
you
last
already
you went?
asked
Look,
him that.
yeah,
You
just-
asked him
No,
that
I
already.
asked everybody else. Not
pre-COVID.
Noel.
You did
Pre-COVID,
ask him
pre-COVID.
that. You did
Okay,
ask him.
COVID.
all I'm saying is just like it feels like they're rushing people through like especially mazes,
Yeah.
and I feel like if you just held back and let people in like
That's true.
a party at a time,
Oh, that's true.
that
Yep.
would help.
Yep.
But
Yep.
also-
Universal sometimes. I don't know. When I went, Universal
was really
does
good
that.
about it. Yeah.
Universal sometimes
And
does
the,
that.
the
all
scares,
are.
the scares are
What
also
you
timed.
are talking about happened years ago. You're not talking about the current climate.
Okay.
You're not talking about going with me.
Yeah, see,
I'm a fucking expert at this shit.
I will say because
I've been going to this shit for well over a decade.
Right.
I got you. Come with me, dude.
I think it's
You'll
been a
have an
decade.
experience for your fucking life.
I think it's
dude.
been a decade since I've been fucking impressed.
Well, then that's
by-
the fucking thing, dude.
No,
Come
I'm
with
just
me.
saying. I've just been
Come
disappointed
with
for a
me.
decade now. Like
And
it's
I'll
just that's
fucking-
why I
Which has
just
to
don't
do
like
with getting
it.
older,
Okay.
man.
You know
I'll
we
change
need
your
to.
life.
What
Fine.
we've
No,
learned from this
Okay,
episode.
okay, but you're saying that as an adult, you don't fear anything anymore.
It's not that you don't fear it; it's that
Yeah.
you've been enough to these mazes where you kind of know.
You expect things.
No, but I'm saying you can't create a maze that will make you at least
Oh no! Again,
halfway there.
Last
get you
of Us and
halfway
Stranger
there.
Things.
I
I was
agree.
terrified.
You know, there is.
I was terrified.
Yeah,
I'll send you that video of me walking into the Stranger Things maze this year, where like maybe 8 seconds in, I got scared of the shit out of my life. I was like so confident walking in. I was like, "Yeah, bitch, let's do this." And then I was like, "Oh, that decoration's kind of scary." And I was like, "Ah, fuck you!" Like that's how fast it happened. And if they can all be that way, and maybe the ones that Knots have bumped up, but I
Yes.
will say,
Okay, so what I'm gonna say right now is Morons makes sense. Next year's Halloween season, we're all hitting haunts,
Jeez.
and you are going when I go,
That'd be cool.
and I will take you upon my ride.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, he's gonna take you. He's gonna rear you, child.
He's gonna let you go on his ride. You're gonna strap on and fill
All
the
right,
keys.
all right, morons. I know.
feel like
Arturo wants to
there's
keep
so much
talking
we
more.
Didn't cover.
You know what I'm willing
We
to
didn't,
do?
we didn't talk about jack-o'-lanterns.
I'm willing to do another Halloween episode. Wait, is this gonna?
No,
when is this gonna air?
Dude,
when is this gonna
it's
air?
already the end of October.
Yeah, this was gonna air like a few
All
days
right,
before
go.
Halloween.
Dude, talk to check
Last things.
quick
I
points,
mean,
quick.
oh my god. Okay, I mean, horror movies. I watch them all year round, but I watch them more throughout this part of year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of
There's
course.
always
that.
your go-tos. Halloween for me, Trick or Treat, and The Guest, which is a movie I'm going to talk about at some point in the future.
The
of this
Guest? I never
podcast.
even heard of that one.
Exactly. Fuck you.
So, Jesus.
Wait.
so aggressive.
I mentioned like 10 or 12 movies that you haven't even seen in the last 2 episodes. So fuck you, Arturo.
No.
You bring up
I
some
meant that
obscure
lovingly. I meant that-
fucking like thing that maybe like 20 people saw.
You know
and you're
what?
just
There was
like, oh, you
dozens of
haven't
us.
seen the Guest.
Dozens.
Do you guys do couples costumes? With
You haven't seen Schindler's List, for God's sakes.
Yes. Uble. Yes. Okay. So yes, we do couples costumes.
My nipples
But
are
we
so
also,
sweaty. It's gotta
We
say.
also have a family costume this year because we have a son.
Oh, that's right. What's your family costume this year?
I don't want to know. Well, with the time this airs, okay. Okay, so for our family costume, dun dun dun, we are characters from Hotel Transylvania.
Ooh, huh?
Oh,
And you're
very
Dracula?
cool. The
I am
vampire.
Johnny. My wife is Mavis,
Ah, huh?
and our son is little Dennis.
Oh, the sequel.
Oh,
then.
yeah,
sequel.
yeah. You're talking
Yeah.
about part 2 then.
Part 2.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that'll be our family costume, and then for our couples costume,
Yeah.
Maya really wanted to be Megan this year.
Megan,
the doll, the
from
killer doll
yeah,
from
yeah.
the-
Oh, right,
movie
right.
Megan.
With the big eyes.
Tight.
Yes.
That's a good one.
And I'm gonna be a killer doll to go with it, who we already mentioned,
Chucky.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
just
You're
literally
going full
today,
Halloween.
all my shit showed up. Like,
Nice.
because I bought my.
Wait, you
my-
gotta do the makeup though. Don't do a mask.
Oh no, it's my face and makeup.
Perfect,
Yeah,
perfect,
I mean, usually
perfect.
my wife does Halloween makeup. Yeah,
Yeah. You gotta do the makeup because the masks are always kind
she's
of
fucking
bad.
talented as fuck.
Yeah.
My FX makeup on YouTube.
Yeah. I agree. She's good.
What are you guys
I've seen
doing?
it. So I went to the worst place in the world.
I was going to
Disneyland.
ask you how you felt about that. We haven't
I think
talked
the
about
worst
that.
place
Damn
in the
it.
world?
You
What
guys,
was
they
that?
went to Boogie
That was
Boogie
Disneyland?
Boogie Boogie.
Yeah, you know, I gotta
boogie.
say, man, that I actually kind of enjoyed it, man.
It's
Whoa!
fucking fun.
Hold up.
I
I just
you know
heard
why? You know why I
Sam
enjoyed it,
say-
man.
Why?
You know why I enjoyed it, man? Because there wasn't so many fucking people, man.
Where
The
did you
fu-
go?
So it's
We
not
went-
so much that you dislike corporate Disney, it's that you
I
dislike
do
people.
dislike corporate
Crowds.
Disney,
you don't
and
like
you
crowds.
and you, the
think I
guy
narrowed it
who
down.
should hate Disneyland the most. But yeah, I did enjoy myself. And you know, we went as Toy Story.
Dude, that
4,
was
Loved
fucking
your
awesome.
costumes, man.
and I did Benson.
So, dude, did you sneak that in?
What do you mean
let's,
sneak
let's
that
get
in?
let's get a picture of that.
No,
Sam.
I'm not.
Please
You
send a
give me
picture to
homework.
Noel.
You give me homework.
I'll send it to you, Noel.
All right.
You can
How are
see
you gonna
here.
send it? Oh, you're gonna get it from Instagram or
Yeah,
something?
screenshot.
Okay, all right. He's gonna send it to you.
I'll
Don't
send it to you.
expect me.
So I have homework.
Three things, I believe.
What was the first
I
one?
hope I hope you remember, because if you don't remember,
What was the first one?
If
I
you don't
think-
remember,
No, don't tell him. Don't tell him.
if he doesn't send it to you, you should, every time he points it, you should put like "fuck you, Arturo."
No.
Every time he points at something.
yeah.
What was the first
Like,
one?
if it
Someone
doesn't-
please
no,
remind
we're
me.
not gonna tell him.
You
No,
just
no.
have to remember.
I think they need to do.
Well, please
I'm
tell
sorry.
me.
I'm still back on this shit. I think they need to do a combination of like a haunted house and a what's that room? Escape room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They need to do a
exist.
combination
They
of
have
that.
those.
Yeah,
No,
delirium.
I know
have
escape
those.
rooms
No,
exist.
no, delirium.
What?
Delirium.
You're delirious.
delirium.
I am.
Yeah. In LA, they do that shit.
Where it's just one
It's
room.
both. It's
Hey.
literally like a haunt and an escape room,
You want
and it's
to?
an immersive experience.
They need to do that.
Yeah, they
you want to
everywhere.
get you want to get fucked up, like you want to go
What's
to
the
somewhere.
first thing? Fuck.
There's I don't know Arturo. I don't know if you're familiar with, if you are or know this, but there is a thing that you can go to. You have to sign a waiver, and you have to you have to go through like a whole interview process, everything like that, where they actually fucking torture you. And they actually like
waterboard you.
they take you through things where you feel like might be in danger.
You might get
Yeah.
broken.
And if you really want to feel some crazy shit, there's stuff like that
Fear.
that you can do. Like real
Fear.
like they will put like real tarantulas on you.
Like-
They will put like real
What I'm
cockroaches
hearing
on
is
you.
that Noel has a
Guantanamo
fetish.
Yeah.
Bay.
And he wants to
No,
get
no.
fucked up.
These
Called
things
Guantanamo
exist.
Bay.
Guantanamo Bay was pretty fucking sick.
Yeah,
These things
it was a really
exist.
good one.
Yeah.
You just have to commit some kind of terrorism, and they'll fucking ship you there for free, tortured until you can't take it
No,
anymore.
I'm saying like actually going to Guantanamo Bay, like you put on the headphones and as you go through the the whole place, there's somebody narrating and it
SharpRite.
gives you a scary feeling. You're like shit happened here.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
want that fear. I want the
13
hairs
Ghosts. That was my thing.
sticking out. Fear.
There's
That's
a lot of
Teen
places. If you really want
Power
some more
Rangers,
hardcore stuff, there's
Sam.
those kinds of
Yeah.
things to satisfy you.
No,
Very
that's too
interesting.
hard. That's too hard, man.
No, that's what he wants.
So
no, I'm just saying.
Anyway,
I don't
that
fucking-
should be the standard.
say what you gotta say.
I was
know.
going to say I remember my 3 things.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah,
As
that's
you can
what
see
you were
here,
muttering to
Sam.
yourself.
So did you just want to be the puppet and they built the entire costume around you?
No. It was an idea that my wife, my ex, my wife had. How did you not get that I was talking about my
No,
real
I
wife?
knew, but it was so weird because they were illegitimate, but they were your ex, and
It was a
like
joke, man. You gotta play with it. You gotta go. As a person who's done these characters, I've seen you fucking on social media do Michael Myers and not break character, and then here you were like you couldn't accept
I was
that a
trying to have
guy
a real-
wasn't breaking
I was trying to
character.
have a real conversation.
I was having a
as
real
Uble
conversation.
pointed out.
That's
Uble
the
pointed it out.
character.
Uble
Don't
pointed it
include
out.
me. I'm Obi-Wan. I'm
Anyways, what I was gonna
Yes,
say.
I love Halloween.
What I was gonna say is what the fuck was I gonna say?
the puppet, the
Fuck.
costumes.
Yes, my
Yes.
wife had the idea of doing Toy Story 4, and so because the kids wanted to be, Woody and Buzz, and she was like, "What are we gonna be?" And then she was like, "Oh, I can be Gabby, and you can be Benson." I was like, "Great,
Perfect.
Oh shit!
that's fucking that's." I was like,
Perfect.
"Great idea! I can do that
Yeah.
easily." And I'll be Benson.
I could fucking love it because it suits you. It suits your whole family.
Yeah.
As you can see here in this picture that I sent Noel, like it just works. And I remember like me and my wife were talking.
Rory makes
Maya,
a great Gabby.
And I was like, when I first saw it, when she showed it to me, I was like, why the fuck is Jam's Jigsaw?
Everybody at fucking Disneyland
He
thought I
saw.
was Jigsaw.
And I'm like,
And
everyone's
I-
Toy Story, you're fucking. And she's like, no, he's the puppet. I'm like, oh my god, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Maybe
And I
that's
loved
where
it.
they got the puppet idea from. The
I
outfit.
mean,
is
I
from
mean,
Jigsaw.
the whole puppet is a very.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to
Could have said Pee Wee
Goosebumps.
Herman too.
I
Yeah.
like it because like you have to really know like
know
it's
what's
it's a niche
Yeah.
sort of character in the
Yep.
Toy
And
Story
you're- yeah.
thing.
And I'm sure you got a lot of recognition.
No,
about it.
no, everybody kept telling me, "Are you Jigsaw?" And I was
Shut
like,
the
"No,
fuck up.
I'm
Really? At
fucking
Disneyland?"
Benson." Of course, at Disneyland because the
Jesus
Disneyland
Christ.
people don't understand their
movies.
own goddamn movies. You're all fakes, all of you. Anyways,
Wow.
we're going. We're over an hour.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say, Arturo?
I will say one last thing because we're still talking about Oogie Boogie. So one of my favorite costumes I ever did, and it happened to be at Oogie Boogie, was me and my wife were Vision and Wanda from WandaVision. And it happened to be when my wife was pregnant.
It's 4.
And it was
Thanks,
just, I remember. And it was just this epic thing. Everyone knew exactly who we were. It was right after the show happened that same year. And it's like tied into us and baby and stuff. But I fucking love Halloween, if you guys haven't noticed. I have horror movie shit tattooed on me. Yeah, I love this season. I love this holiday. Pumpkin spice. We never talk about pumpkin spice.
You know,
Like,
I
it's
just gotta
so
say,
good.
Because it's the worst.
Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi has no idea what he's talking about because I also love pumpkin spice.
Oh, you guys
yeah.
are both so basic.
Dude,
Jesus
I
Christ.
wait
You
for
know,
those
You put on
coffee
your
drops.
Ugg boots in the morning and then go get some
Shut
pumpkin
up, you
spice
fucking
yeah.
Crocs
latte.
person.
Jesus.
You wear Crocs for
Are you gonna
God's
go and
sakes.
get pumpkin spice,
Why don't
fucking
you show your
flavored,
fucking
whatever?
feet right now? Show your
Because
fucking feet,
a
Obi-Wan.
Jedi doesn't need to show.
Yeah, show your
Guess
feet.
what?
You
On
piece of
planet
shit.
Mexico,
You don't
Crocs
know
are the
anything.
Jedi
You don't know
footwear.
anything.
So
Yeah.
fuck you.
Fuck off.
Whatever. Go get some
Yeah.
pumpkin spice fucking latte.
You don't even know about flavor. You don't even
I
like
do
cilantro.
know about flavor.
You don't
Pumpkin
know
spice is
anything.
the fucking
You're not even.
worst.
You're not even.
Who the fuck
How do you
adds
call yourself
pumpkins and
Mexican without
spices?
liking cilantro?
Bullshit.
What's wrong with you?
We
What's
are.
wrong
There are
with you?
dozens of us out there.
You don't even
dozens.
like salsa? Do you like salsa?
I fucking love salsa.
Oh, do you? Is it
Yeah,
like the mild one?
spicy salsa.
Oh yeah, really?
The fucking spiciest.
Oh, yeah?
with
You
the
can take
small
it?
red peppers,
But no cilantro
Not
in
the
it, of course.
green
No
ones.
onions
The
in
green
it?
one is for the people that don't like spicy. If you like spicy, you eat red salsa.
Yeah.
bro.
You know what? We should fucking do another goddamn spicy episode.
Ooh, yeah, we should.
Because
Spicy
I-
wings?
Because I'm
Yeah.
tired of your
let's
shit.
Do,
Yeah.
Let's do another hot one.
And we
That
should
doesn't
also.
require
I
cilantro,
don't use
so
this
I'm
sauce
down.
again.
We'll do the hot ones, and this guy will have to drink pumpkin spice latte every time he
Oh,
misses that.
fuck no, I'm out
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
what
I'll just give
With
it no.
cilantro.
And let's finish this off.
All right,
Let's finish
yes.
this. I just want to say, morons, we made a lot of sense today,
Made
man.
no sense.
And I just want to say I want to apologize because for the last 15 minutes you've been watching my bare chest
Oh shit, they
If
have.
anything, that was a treat.
and my ugly ass
You two
fucking
might,
nipples.
you two might pull this video because of the boobs.
You know what's funny is that I am very like smooth here, but my nipples have this
Please
hair.
don't. Please don't do
I
that,
don't
man.
understand
Thank
why.
you all.
I don't
Merry
understand.
Christmas.
All
I mean,
the chest
happy
hair,
Halloween.
All the chest hair was pulled in.
Happy
to the
Halloween.
nipples.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
And of
holidays.
course,
Have a dark night.
good
Yeah.
night.